And ladies and gentlemen, we are live now. Welcome to another edition of Major Level Entertainment. I am your host of the channel and owner, your boy Big Major. And this is the show that we've been waiting on. I was supposed to do the show a couple days ago, but some things had come up, and I just see a bunch of people like really commenting. So I was just like, I'm gonna start it over and try to do it another day or whatever the case may be when I could get people coming in and listening. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is going to be some important information for everybody. If you are a human being, you have one of the four blood types that humans have, either type AB, or type O blood. And then, of course, they have the negative and positive. So if you can be A positive or A negative, B positive or B negative, AB positive or AB negative, or O positive and O negative. Now, me personally, I'm O positive. O positive blood. O positive blood is usually universal. I'll be discussing what we should be eating, how the importance of eating our blood type, and who the what blood type you can donate to. You know, some blood types are universal. Some blood types are a little bit more special in the medical community than the others. Um, which blood types are subject to what diseases and what you can do about it and things like that. So this is a medical show. I am not a medical professional, but I just happen to be one of those guys who study everything and have collected a wealth of knowledge over the years. You know what I'm saying? As most of y'all know, my wife's in the medical field. She's a doctor. So you can imagine having many communications about things that are medical related with her, of course. So we're going to get right into it. Um, so let's talk about the blood types let's talk about all the blood types first. So we're going to talk about the blood type that is universal. Now, as we all know, blood types that are universal, the most universal blood type is those who have type O. If you're type O negative, your blood is universal. Universal. That means you can pretty much donate to everybody. You can donate to O negative. You can donate to O positive. You can donate to A negative or A positive, B negative or B positive, and AB negative and AB positive. So you pretty much donate to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So um, there are more than 300 other known antigens and the presence and absence of which creates rare blood types. So if you have a rare blood type, that when it comes to donation, that's deemed more special than most other blood types because because the universality of you being able to donate to different people all over the world without having to go look around for a perfect match. Because as y'all know, if you don't, you can. Everybody can't just donate to anybody. You know what I mean? If you do, then your body could reject it, and then it can, an infection can get worse and things like that. Other diseases can be brought about. Um, Certain blood types are unique and special to ethnic or racial groups. That's why, in the black community, when a black person donates blood, it may be the best hope for what the patient might need if the patient is dealing with sickle cell disease, many of whom are of African descent. Most of us, most black people are have the strong trait to carry sickle cell. You know, what I'm saying sickle cell anemia. So um, for that, if you are African American and somebody has sickle cell or whatever, your blood might be wanted. Donations, places look at that like favorably, like, okay, this dude could donate to anybody, and especially of his own kind. Now that's not always the case, but it is possible. Okay. So people who are people who are type A can only donate to type A. People who are type B can only donate to type B. People who are type AB can donate to type A and B. So, and no one other than type O can donate to type O. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all all know that. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, I forgot to do shout outs. Before I go any further, y'all, Once again, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, Major Level Entertainment right now. Let's go ahead and go with Laker Girl 36, my damn little sister. She said, salute, Major. Bro, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Shout out to little sis. Please go subscribe to her channel, Laker Girl 36. Go ahead and go do it right now. You got a little bit of time. Hurry up, get over there. Only 5 seconds. Get over there, subscribe to Laker Girl 36 right now on YouTube, and then come back over here and then join the show. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to little sis and her show, doing some great, amazing things over there. Keep up the good work. Jada Scorpio, my damn nephew. He said, we back. Big Unc, what's happening? Hey, man, ready to get this party started. You know what I'm saying? Ready to drop this information for y'all, man. I know y'all been waiting on. That's going to help y'all. I want y'all to listen very, very closely to this this show today. It's very, very important, especially for my people, for my brothers and sisters. It's very important that we know what our blood types are and the importance of what to eat, what not to eat, what to drink, what not to drink, and the importance of keeping our blood clean. You know what I mean? So we're about to get into that whole show today. It's in the informational show. This has nothing to do with sports, but it's going to definitely help you in your journey to reach optimal health going forward. So shout out. He said, salute Lakers and Lakers Familia. Shout out to my damn nephew, Jada Scorpio. My other nephew, Joe. Salute, Big Unc. Hey, man, salute, Joe. Thank you for showing up, man. This is important information for you and everybody else, man. Whatever your blood type is, there's going to be something in there for you and everybody else, man. Appreciate you always showing up to the channel, always showing Big Unc some love, man. Really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You keep up the good work out there, too, young man. Tiffany Ned, my sister, the queen. You know what I'm talking about? Salute, Major, and everyone. Go ahead and hit that like button right now. Right now. Because if you don't hit that like button, it's just going to be a problem. And we don't want no problems. We don't want Lewis to come in here, don't we? You know what I'm talking about? Lewis has been keeping a low profile lately. You know what I'm saying? He told me the other day, he said, you know what, Mage? You know what, Unc? Man, you know what? I'm maintaining a low profile. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fight no more. I'm turning over a new leaf. You know what I'm saying? He's joined a Buddhist monk. You know, he's become a Buddhist monk now. He's joined the monastery. He shaved his hair bald. He's wearing a golden robe now. He said, you know what? I want peace now, Uncle Major. I said, hey, man, then you should achieve peace, bro. So he, don't make him come back out in society and do what he used to do best, which is enforce. You know what I'm saying? Let's just use the term enforce. And shout out to Lewis. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you, Tiffany Ned, for showing up to the show. Appreciate you. The Lakers in 5. DJ, my little bro. You know what I'm talking about? What up? What up? Hey, look, listen. You already know what I'm going to say, man. Hey, look, go over there and subscribe to the channel. I'm pretty sure that everybody that's on my channel that's already subscribed to his channel, I don't know what the hell I'm even telling y'all this for. Like, y'all don't know who he is. But I just got to remind you, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to Lakers in 5 DJ for all that Laker talk that you want to hear about. If you want to give a take over there, respectfully, of course, no trolling, you might want to subscribe to Lil Bro's channel, Lakers in 5. And go over there and do it right now, man, because he going to tell me later on at the end of the show. You understand what I'm talking about? Shout out to Lil Bro for showing up. Detroit God, salute, big bro, man. We appreciate you for showing up. You know what I'm talking about? He says, DJ, Tiffany, Joe, Jai, hey, what it do, y'all? What it do? I mean, I'm in the house to stay. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Big Bro. Shout out to Trey All Day. He said, salute, Big Major. Salute, Trey All Day. Appreciate you for showing up to the show. You know what I'm saying? Detroit said, let's go ahead and get it, Major. Hey, man, I'm about to get started. You know what I'm talking about? There he is, Cuzzo. You know what I'm talking about? He said, whoa, hi, yo, Cuzzo. What it do, man? Cuzzo always gonna come in here and show love to Big Cuzzo, man, because that's what family members do for each other. You understand what I'm talking about? So I'm glad that all the families here on the show, man, so I can give y'all this important information that you all need to know. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my damn cousin. You know what I'm talking about? Trey All Day said, what's up, everybody in the chat? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Tiffany Nett, salute Detroit God. Tiffany Nett, salute Brother Chris. Jada Scorpio said, let's go. Step on that. Step on it. Not press on it. Type on it. Point at it. He said, step on that like button. That means put your phone on the ground or your laptop on the ground and then jump off the table and then land right there on the like button and do it now. You know what I'm talking about? And do it now. Don't crack your screen though, because I ain't gonna pay for it. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Go James. He said, and my little sis Tiffany, you know what I'm talking about? This is how we do it. This is how he does this. Ryan Anthony, God bless. God bless, bro. Appreciate you for showing up to the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit God said, RH Noel, you're always trying to get me to donate. You're always trying to get me to donate. Yeah, it's special blood, man. It's definitely good to have it. Go James said, OG Detroit, Trey, you know what I'm saying? Salute my brother Chris. From another mother, you know what I'm talking about. Micah just tuned in. Hey man, I'm glad you're here, little bro. Thank you. Appreciate you for showing up to the channel. Detroit God, you know what I'm saying. Lakey girl, my sister, what it do? What it do? Micah, what's Gucci, my brother? Purple and gold, what's up? What's cracking, family? Salute. Lakers and 5 family, everybody, everyone, love and respect. Salute to you, bro. Dope James, damn. My comment got wiped away again. Salute, big cuzzo, though. Hey, man, I knew what you meant. You know what I'm talking about? You know, family, we read each other's minds. You know what I'm saying? Great minds think alike. You know what I'm talking about? So, Detroit's hitting a lot of hitting a lot of comments. Mike hitting a lot of comments. I'm gonna come back to those comments, man. But let me go on ahead to get with the show. I'm gonna get to the show. I can't read everything, not right now. So, yeah. So the importance of knowing your blood type, either type A, type B, type A, B, or type O, negative or positive. Like I said, I am O positive. So I could donate to quite a few people. But O negative is the most universal blood there is. They can donate to everybody, not just about everybody, but everybody. You know what I'm talking about? So now, approximately 45% of Caucasian people are type O. It's very, very rare that you catch black people that are type O, and that's positive or negative. But about 51% of black folks, and 57% of Hispanics are type O. You know what I'm saying? Minority and diverse populations play a critical role in meeting the constant need for blood. Types O negative and O positive are in high demand. So people with my blood type are in high demand. Only 7% of the population are type O negative. However, the need for type O negative is the highest because it's used the most during emergencies. The need for type O is high because it is the most frequently occurring blood type in 37% of the population. You know what I'm talking about? The universal red cell donor type is type O negative. That's the they donate to any and every body. It's very, very important. The universal plasma donor blood type is type AB. Type AB is the most universal, blood donor type for if you're donating plasma. So that's important. Okay. So like I say, 37% of Caucasians type O, 47% of type of African Americans are type O. This is O positive, of course. 39% of Asians are type O positive, and 53% of Latinos are type O positive. Okay, now that number drops down to when it comes to O negative. O negative, only 4% of African Americans are O negative. 8% of Caucasians are O negative. 1% of Asians are O negative, and 4% of Latinos are O negative. A positive. 33% of Caucasians are A positive. 29% of Latinos are A positive. 27% of Asians are A positive, and 24% of Black folks is A positive. On the A negative scale, that number drops down significantly. Only 0.5 Asians are A negative. 2% of Latinos are A negative. Caucasian people A negative 7%, and we only make up 2% of people who are A negative. B positive, 9% of Caucasians are B positive. 25% of Asians are B positive. 9% of Latin Americans are B positive, and 18% of us are B positive. B negative, and once again, all those numbers are very, very low. B negative, only 2% of the population, B negative. 1% of African Americans B negative. 0.4% of Asians, B negative, and Latin Americans on 1%, make a 1%. Now, AB positive, AB negative. AB positive and AB negative. AB positive, 3% Caucasians, 4% African American, 7% Asians, and 2% Latinos. And then AB negative, the last one, y'all, 1% of Caucasian, 0.3% of African American, 0.1% of Asian, and 0.2% of Latin American. So, excuse me. So that's what it is. That's how rare all these blood types are rare in their own right. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to plasma donation or when it just comes to, donating blood for transfusions and stuff like that. It's all special. You know what I'm saying? In its own right. Type O blood people are the oldest blood type in the world by far. That's called the hunter-gatherer blood type. You know what I'm saying? That's called the hunter-gatherer blood type. So as I said before, the universal red cell for transfusion for donors, the type is O negative blood. The universal plasma donor, if you donate plasma, like burn victims or to create medicine and things like that, is type AB blood, whether it be AB negative or AB positive. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're looking at with that. And as I said, type O is the oldest type of blood there is. You know what I'm saying? And it goes all the way back to the hunter-gatherer days. You know what I'm saying? First people on the first human beings in civilization, had to hunt for their food. And most of their food was meat. It was, carnivorous. They had a carnivorous diet, type O people. That's why type O blood people should be eating a carnivorous diet. We're going to get off into that. Who eats carnivorous? Who eats herbivorous? Who's omnivorous diet? And who's a pescatarian type diet? Who's a vegan style or vegetarian type diet? Which blood type should be eating what? Okay, so the importance of blood types. Okay, blood types are important for several reasons. Of course, we know medical emergencies. Of course, knowing your blood type is crucial in emergencies for safe blood transfusions, as incompatible blood can trigger several severe immune reactions. Immune reactions. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? You give the wrong type of blood, the body's going to reject it, and it's going to be all kind of catastrophe. Even in pregnancy, it's important. See, this is why it's important. A lot of us don't know these things, but it's important to know your blood type. Even in pregnancy, blood types can affect pregnancy outcomes, particularly in the Rh factor, compatibility between mother and child. So if the mother's Rh factor is different than the child's Rh factor, and the blood is different, her body can reject it. There are certain things that, not saying that she couldn't have the baby, whatever the case may be, but it would just come with, like several different complications and things like that doctors would have to monitor and then take care of at the hospital level. So it's very, very important. Literally, it's very important who you have children with and who becomes between the baby and the mother. That blood is very important, because if anything is foreign in her body, if the blood type doesn't match up, the Rh factor doesn't match up or accepts it, then it's going to be looked at as a foreign object in her body, and it's going to reject it. And then the results could be catastrophe when it comes to her getting pregnant or carrying the child to term. It can happen. I've seen it happen before. Okay. It's also important because of health risks. Of course, with anything blood related is going to have health complications to it. You know what I'm saying? If everything doesn't match up the way it should. So health risks, certain blood types may influence the risk of developing specific health conditions such as heart disease and blood clots. Now that's important because my blood type O, whether it be O positive or O negative, we have the lowest chance of heart attacks, the lowest chance of blood clots. We have the lowest. So with that could, because our blood is mostly our blood is thinner. People who are type O, positive or negative, their blood is usually thinner than other people's bloods. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not by a large margin, but it is. And that's not to say we can't have heart attacks or strokes or anything, because people have them all day long. It depends on your diet and things like that. But if you eat your proper diet, you have the proper fats, of course, you're controlling your cholesterol and things like that. You doing that, all that, more than likely you won't drop dead from certain diseases that other people might drop dead from. You know what I'm saying? And this doesn't have any bearing on how big or small you are. You know what I'm saying? Your blood is very, very important. The thickness, the clotting factor of your blood is very important. Now, also, that sounds good for people with type O blood, but that's bad because people with type O blood have the largest chance of bleeding out in an emergency. You get shot, you get stabbed, or whatever the case may be, because we don't have much of a clotting factor. Our clotting factor is very, very low. Stopping the bleeding for somebody blood type O that's bleeding out is going to be difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because our clotting factor is very, very low. You know what I'm saying? Outside the body. Inside the body, the blood flow is perfect. But outside the body, get cut, it's gonna take a while to, close that up. You know what I'm talking about? So that's that, it comes with its perks, but it also has its setbacks too. Just like with anything in life. Blood donation. Understanding blood types helps in effective blood donation and matching donors with recipients, of course. This is how you get the universal blood. This is why type O negative is universal to everybody. They can give to O positive and O negative. They can give to AB and AB positive and negative. They can give to A positive and A negative. They can give to B positive and B negative. They can give to everybody. You know what I'm talking about? So it's important to know your blood type, because if somebody needs it, or if one of your kids go down or whatever the case may be, they need a blood transfusion, it's good for you to know their blood type, and it's good for you to know your blood type, so that you'll know that you're a perfect match, so that there will be no complications if you ever had to donate blood. So those are the main important reasons why knowing your blood type is important, y'all, especially in today's world. It's very important you know your blood type. Also, for personal health management, be aware of your blood type, because it can inform you of health habits and medical decisions. These factors highlight the significance of blood types in both medical and personal health contexts. This is where it leads to what you eat, what you don't eat. Now, all our lives, we've eaten whatever mom put in front of us, dad put in front of us, grandmom, grandpops put in front of us, whatever we see at the store. You know what I'm saying? You stop by Burger King, Jack in the Box, In-N-Out, and that's not necessarily what we're supposed to be doing. Not saying that it's all bad. Everything has its place. But it will today, my thing is to explain to you why you might have been feeling sick when you eat a certain food, or why you're not feeling up to, optimal health. You're not feeling all the way, like you're feeling like you're missing something or lacking something. There's a reason why your health is not optimal. You know what I mean? And it's probably because you're eating something that you're really not supposed to be eating. You know what I'm saying? But in order to maintain optimal health, several doctors have said eating your blood type is important. Matter of fact, there is no evidence that says not eating your blood type is not important. It's very important that you eat your blood type, especially knowing that your blood has certain clotting factors. Some people are predispositioned to have certain illnesses and diseases that others may not have. So it's very, very important to know your blood type, y'all. Okay, get to the best part. Eating your blood type. Okay? Eating your blood type. So the pros and cons of eating your blood type. What is the blood type diet? Let's go ahead and get off into that right quick. Okay, we're going to start with the first letter of the alphabet. You know what I'm saying? Type A blood. The type A blood type. According to Diadamo, Dr. Diadamo, people with type A blood are predispositioned to heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Let me say that again, y'all. See, this is important. I want y'all to really, really pay attention to what a big bro is telling y'all right now. If you are, well, first of all, let me preface it by saying this. Okay, the importance of what you can eat on your blood type diet. The blood type diet emphasizes certain foods and exercise plans for different blood types, regardless of your blood type. The diet emphasizes eating whole foods and minimizing the intake of processed foods. As we all know, we shouldn't be eating none of this processed shit anyway. Processed cheese, any processes, anything that come in a package. You know, cookies, cakes, pies, all that shit that sound good and delicious to me right now, but I know I'm gonna pay for it later on. You know what I'm saying? Anything that has to have additives and preservatives to preserve it for shelf life, processed for a longer, for optimal shelf life, it's not good for us, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's go ahead and get off into that. Like I said, according to Dr. Diadamo, people with type A blood are predisposed to heart disease, cancer, diabetes. Now, that's not to say they're the only person that gets it. I'm saying they're predisposed to it. That means they get it at a higher clip than anybody else would get it. This is type A. You have to be very, very careful with what y'all eating type A. We're going to get into that in a second. Okay, so since we know that type A blood is predisposed to heart disease and cancer and diabetes, people who have type A blood, and this is A positive or A negative, we have type A blood, you do better on an organic vegetarian diet with calming, centering exercises such as yoga and Tai Chi. Let me say that again. If you are type O, excuse me, type A, positive or negative, you're better off eating organic, eating vegetarian or vegan, and having calming, centering exercises such as yoga and Tai Chi. That's what people with type A, that's how you guys are supposed to eat. So more than likely, if you are type A, your best bet is to go more vegetarian. So put down that goddamn steak, chicken, and fish, anything that's a meat, put it down. You know what I'm talking about? You're supposed to get all your proteins and nutrients from you benefit more from an organic and or vegan or vegetarian diet. Okay. People with type A blood, they should follow a dairy-free, primarily vegetarian diet with an intake of fruits, a high intake of fruits, vegetables, grains, beans, legumes, nuts, and seeds. So pretty much y'all supposed to eat like rabbits. Pretty much. I didn't see meat nowhere in there. If you want optimal health, ladies and gentlemen, trust and believe me. I know people in my family that are the type A blood. Some of them eat meat and they sick as a dog. Some of them are vegetarians, and they live optimal lives. My sister, one of my sisters, same thing with me, type O. She tried to go vegan. She developed diabetes. She developed sarcoidosis. And I told her, she was like, how the hell I get? I said, listen, eating your blood type is important. I said, go carnivorous. Go carnivorous, eat keto, meat and cheese. Just and her diabetes was under control because she started eating her blood type, drinking her blood type, exercising her blood type. She did that for a minute and then she went right back to eating the way she was eating vegetarian stuff and carrots and broccoli and all that. Well, not saying that it's bad, but that's what her diet primarily consisted of. And that's not good for people with type O blood. So type A, once again, going over it, make sure that those in my audience that are type A blood, remember a vegetarian organic diet, doing yoga, doing Tai Chi, eating a high intake of fruits, vegetables, grains, beans, legumes, nuts, and seeds is the best way to go for my type A blood brothers and sisters. So pay attention. Okay. If you are type B blood, this is B positive or B negative. People with type B blood, according to Dr. Diadamo, have a robust immune system and a tolerant digestive system and are more adaptive than other blood types. However, people with type B are more susceptible to, hold on, give me a second, yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Y'all with me? You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's get those views back up. You know what I'm saying? I had to take care of something right quick. But yes. So people who are blood type, who are or blood type B, whether you're B positive or B negative, um, uh, even though you have a more adaptive immune system, right? You have a more adaptive immune system. You're subjective or susceptible to autoimmune diseases or disorders such as chronic fatigue, lupus, and multiple sclerosis. So if you're type B blood, whether you're negative or positive, you're subject to chronic fatigue, lupus, and multiple sclerosis. According to Diadamo, Diadamo recommends moderate physical exercises, balance exercise, along with a well-rounded diet for people with type B blood. Got to have a well-rounded diet. So basically, the nomadic diet. You know what I'm saying? People in this group should eat a high variety. Of fruits and vegetables, grains, beans, legumes, meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy, but avoid nuts and seeds. So basically, people that's with type B blood, negative or positive, can eat the same things that people with type A blood can eat, but it's you can add poultry in there, fish, eggs, dairy, but you can't. But make sure that you avoid nuts and seeds. So that's people with type B blood. Okay. So let's go off to type AB. If you are AB negative, now this is important, AB negative or positive. I don't know if there's a lot of people on my channel right now who are AB positive, but this information is for you or people you might know who might be AB positive or negative. But people with type AB blood are biologically complex, more complex than the other types, according to Dr. Diadamo. Based upon this belief, these people are supposedly do the best with a combination of exercise and diets for type A through A and B through meat, although meat should be limited. It is believed that this blood type tends to have lower rates of allergies, but high rate of heart disease, cancer, anemia. They are common. Okay, people with type AB, according to Dr. Diadamo, they're called enigmas. They can consume any food recommended for blood types A and B, although aiming for mainly vegan diet is advised for this type. Okay, so basically, if you are type AB, if you're AB, negative or positive, you can eat both A or B blood types, but doctors recommend that you live like a more of a vegan lifestyle or whatever the case may be. Choose for more of a vegan lifestyle. So pretty much limit your meats, limit things that are high fats and stuff like that, and try not to eat too many nuts and seeds. You can have some, but try to limit your intake with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people with type AB blood is, and then the final blood type O, my blood type, whether you're O positive or O negative. Based upon the blood type diet theory, people who are type O do best with intense physical exercises, animal proteins, while dairy products and grains may be issues. That is true because milk tears me the fuck up. I mean, it absolutely rips my stomach apart, ladies and gentlemen. I don't do too well with grains. That's why I don't eat a lot of bread anymore. But physical intense exercise, heavy weightlifting and stuff like that. This is why most people that's type A, type O blood, we swole. You know what I'm talking about? We huge. You know what I'm saying? That's eating. We eat steak and meat, and we're the men. Of the masculine blood type, whatever the case may be. So, according to Dr. Diadamo, gluten, lentils, kidney beans, corn, and cabbage can lead to weight gain in people with this blood type. Our health conditions associated with type O blood include asthma, hay fever, other allergies, and arthritis, which is what I'm dealing with now, y'all. Okay, but people with type O blood, right? O negative or positive, according to Dr. Diadamo, we're called the hunters. Hunter. Remember, I told y'all about us being the oldest blood type in the world. We go back to the hunter-gatherer days. We hunted for our food, and that's why we have a high a carnal diet, saying, or high carnivorous diet, because most of the time we hunted meat, whatever we could eat, rabbits and yeah, deer and all kind of stuff. So saying, so we stuck with that our ancestors, that meat diet from our ancestors, and we should stick to a dairy-free, grain-free, high diet, a diet high in meat and with moderate amount of vegetables, eggs, nuts, and seeds. So we can eat, excuse me, we can eat eggs, nuts, and seeds, and um, a moderate amount of vegetables, but we're supposed to be eating more meat than anything, ladies and gentlemen. So for people who are type O blood, that should be fun for you if you love meat like I do. You know what I'm talking about? And not the kind of meat, not that pause meat, yay. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about steak and stuff like that. Y'all know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's very, very important to eat your blood type in that respect. Okay. Now we got off into things that we should be eating. Okay. What can you not eat on your blood type diet? Okay, no foods are completely forbidden on the blood type diet. However, not all foods are considered beneficial for different blood types, and processed foods are discouraged for everyone. So remember, I just said a minute ago, nobody should be eating processed anything. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, but according, but tips to prepare. Okay, tips to prepare for the blood type diet. There's no evidence. There's no specific evidence, and for timing for meals or fasting periods required on any blood type. However, the plan advises against drinking water or beverages with meals because it will dilute the natural digestive enzymes that make it more difficult to digest these foods. So if you're eating, no, it's good to get water in for everybody, but not right after you eat. It's really like a good plan to, if you're going to eat, make sure you drink water about 30 minutes before you eat or 30 minutes after you eat. I know it's kind of hard to do, but trust me, it works. You know what I'm talking about? Unless you're water fasting, in which fasting, you can fast anytime you want to, but you got to make sure that you talk to your doctor before you do things like that. Okay. So now let's get to the pros. We're gonna do the pros and cons of eating the blood type diet. Okay, the pros, like all fad diets, the blood type diet has positive and its negatives. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not positive on it, so you have to, do everything you do in moderation. Okay. The pros are it encourages exercise. The blood type diet encourages exercise. Research shows that regular exercise combined with a healthy diet can lead to weight loss, of course, promote weight management. However, there is no research to support the blood type diet as an effective weight loss strategy. No research. So you kind of have to go at your own, you know, you kind of have to do your own research and try it out yourself and see if it works. You know what I'm saying? Eat the way you're supposed to eat according to your blood type and then exercise in tandem with that and see if it works for you and how it works out for you. Okay. Emphasizes whole food. Each blood type diet plan emphasizes choosing whole food over processed food. That's things that are in packages. That's fast food stuff. Most of that stuff is processed because it has to. Most of that stuff is processed because it has to. It has to have a high shelf life on it, or it's been produced massively. You know what I mean? So, the program. Okay, that program also offers a wide variety of compliant foods for some blood types, which could be easier to stick with. So this is another pro of eating the blood type diet. Also, another pro, it can be a well-rounded choice. You know what I'm saying? Although each blood type has its own set of dietary restrictions, the program is not a low calorie diet with unhealthy restrictions or caloric intake. Plans plans for type Bs and type AB are well-rounded and can provide most, if not all, the necessary nutrients of a well-balanced diet. However, the plans for type A and type O restrict certain healthy food groups, which is not a smart long-term plan for anybody. So, like I say, you kind of have to fill out what fits you, what makes you feel good, what makes you not feel too good. But just make sure that you talk to your doctor about any of these things before you do it. You know what I'm saying? And then go out there and see if it's tried and true. Try what you like, see if it works out for you, but make sure that you exercise in tandem with your diet or with your blood type diet. Okay, proponents of the blood type diet claim the program can help burn fat more efficiently energy levels increase, support your immune system, lower your risk of major health problems like heart disease and cancer. However, there is currently a lack of scientific evidence to support these claims. So, and the reason being is because there are too many people to monitor. They don't have like some type of a program where they can monitor everybody doing this. That's why I say you have to kind of do it at your own, um, peril or at your own cost or whatever the case may be, and then see if it works for you. But of course, talk to your primary physician with it first. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like any other diet, whether it be the keto diet or the vegan diet or the lactose diet or whatever the case may be. You always want to talk to a physician, and then see what works for you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might have to take a risk and say, you know what, I'm not going to eat this. I'm only going to eat this, or whatever the case may be, and then see if it worked for you. And if it goes the opposite way, then of course you can always go back to how you would normally regularly eat. You know what I'm saying? Regularly eat. So it's you have to take the tried and true approach, try and see approach. Okay. So here go the cons of the blood type diet. You know what I'm saying? Despite some potential benefits, the blood type diet is not recommended by health experts and has several drawbacks. It's not now just because it says not recommended, don't mean it doesn't work, because I've tried it myself and it works perfectly. Trust me. But you got to, like I say, you got to do the tried and true method. You got to see for yourself. Okay. The cons of the blood type diet, not effective. Okay, this is what they say. They're only saying it's not effective because they're you know what I'm saying, there's no scientific evidence to back it up. You have to go at it yourself to see how it works for you. That's why they say it's not effective. There's no research to support that the blood type diet is effective weight loss strategy. Okay, you have to see for yourself. But it's not based upon science. Once again, you have to see for yourself. And to me, these are not cons. These are just common sense. It requires unsubstantiated supplements. Once again, you have to see for yourself what works for you, what makes you feel good after eating it, what makes you feel bad after eating or drinking it. And it can't be restrictive, meaning that certain things you can and can't eat. You know what I'm saying? And it's not backed by any scientific evidence. Once again, you have to try it and see for yourself if it works out for you. Okay. Okay. Is the blood type diet a healthy choice for you? Well, it's not based in fact, according to some health professionals, but and it's not rooted in science. It's purely based upon theory. So once again, theory. Once again, you have to try it and see for yourself. You know what I'm talking about? So of course, the U.S. Department of Agriculture dietary guidelines for Americans provide recommendations for a balanced diet. The following nutrient-dense foods are considered a part of a healthy everyday diet. Vegetables of all types, dark leafy greens, that's kale, spinach, broccoli, a Swiss chard, your green beans. Fruits, especially whole fruits, apples, berries, melon. You know what I'm saying? Grains, especially whole grains, quinoa, brown rice, oats. Lean animal protein, chicken breast, fish, turkey breast, eggs, beans and legumes, beans, lentils, peas, nuts and seeds, walnuts, almonds, sunflower seeds. Your daily products, you know what I'm saying, or excuse me, your daily dairy products. You got reduced fat milk, cheese, yogurt, as well as fortified soy-based dairy-free alternatives. You got oils, including oils found in food, olive oil, avocado oil, nuts, and seafood. See, these things are a part of the American balanced diet, according to Department of Agriculture. And we all know that Americans don't really give a damn about their people. So I'm thinking I'm sticking with the blood type diet, because that's something. The blood type is something that God bestowed upon us all. It has nothing, little or anything to do with what the hell American scientists want to tell us, because they've been telling us that certain things are good for us and the shit turned out to be bad for us. So I don't give a damn what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep doing it the way that God intended for us to do it, how we eat. Okay, depending on your blood type, this plan may or may not meet the USDA's definition of a healthy meal plan. Okay, the type AB diet is the least restrictive and it allows for the widest variety of foods to ensure adequate nutrition. So it's the most balanced of the blood type diets. The A diet, the type A diet, prohibits meat and dairy, which have nutrients, namely protein, and that can be found in other foods with careful planning. Okay, the type B diet also offers a varied diet, except for nuts and seeds, and meets most of the USDA's requirement for a healthy eating plan. Okay, now type O, my blood type. Type O diet avoids dairy and grains, which are considered important parts of healthy diet according to the USDA. With careful planning, however, the nutrient found in grains and dairy can be made up by eating a wide variety of vegetables. Yeah, that's true. You just have to determine which ones that you can stomach. That's all. So that's basically the cons and pros, ladies and gentlemen, and the things that you should and shouldn't be eating, how you should and shouldn't be eating. We'll go over it before the end of the show once again, just in case you missed something. Okay. Now to get further in detail, okay, I'm gonna say it again here. Does the blood type diet work? Although there's no scientific evidence to support that it does work, it continues to be popular because it restricts calories. And bad for you carbs. So it's good for you. But if you're eating properly and exercising properly, and you don't have to do anything too strenuous, whatever the case may be, eating properly in tandem with exercising properly can lead to the most optimal health there is, y'all. Real talk. Okay. So, starting from the top, type O blood, my blood type. Okay, there are 19 foods in particular. Now, of course, there are more foods, but these are the main ones. I'm gonna go through the foods directly that you should be eating. Okay, there are 19 foods to eat and 19 foods to eat and to avoid. Okay, it is believed that people with type O blood can digest proteins and fats better than those with other blood types due to the fact that they have higher amounts of stomach acid, which is true. I deal with GERD now. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know what GERD is, pretty much acid reflux or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It's recommended they consume a high protein diet as well as supplements to help with stomach issues. They should avoid dairy. I'm lactose intolerant like a motherfucker, y'all. Since it can lead to weight gain, inflammation, and other autoimmune responses. Okay, 10 foods to eat for people with my blood type O. Okay, animal protein, beef, lamb, veal, mutton, you know what I'm saying, venison, fish, most nuts, not all, but most. Okay, grains including buckwheat, barley, rye, amaranth, kamut, kasha, millet, spelt, Ezekiel bread. We can eat Ezekiel bread if we're going to eat bread. Okay, that's cool. We can eat these things. Vegetables we could eat. We could eat vegetables. We can eat broccoli. These are the vegetables that we can't eat that won't give us any problems. We can eat broccoli. We can eat spinach, kelp, tomatoes, artichoke, red peppers, and sweet potatoes. We can eat those things. We can eat beans like azuki beans, pinto beans, and black-eyed peas. Oh, man, that's good, because if they would have took that away from me, I wouldn't know what the hell to do. You know what I'm talking about? Fruits, we can eat plums, figs, grapefruits, and most berries. That's good for us. They say we can drink soy milk, but I don't drink soy milk. As a man, it does things to you. Men are not supposed to be drinking soy milk, at least in my experience. I don't fuck with soy milk. Olive oil, I love olive oil. Is one of my top favorite oils to consume. And then we can drink beverages like soda water, tea, and wine. I am a big time tea drinker. If y'all know anything about me, I love the fuck out of me some tea, all kinds too. Green tea, black tea, you name it. Oolong tea, you name it. Okay, 9 foods for people with type O blood to avoid. We avoid proteins like pork. We're not supposed to eat pork. We're not supposed to eat goose, barracuda, pickled herring. We're not supposed to eat catfish, and catfish is so fire. Smoked salmon. We're supposed to avoid smoked salmon. Damn, I don't like that. I like salmon. Octopus, conch, and caviar. I don't really eat that stuff anyway. We're supposed to avoid dairy and eggs. Grains like corn, gluten, oat, and farina. We're supposed to Avoid that. Supposed to avoid legumes, vegetables like Brussels sprouts. I fuck with Brussels sprouts. Cauliflower, shiitake mushrooms, avocados, which is my favorite, and leeks. We're not supposed to eat that. Fruits such as melons. I love watermelons. Oranges. I love oranges. I love strawberries, blackberries, and coconut. We're not supposed to eat that fruit. We're not supposed to eat kidney beans. We're not supposed to eat poppy seeds or Brazil nuts or cashews or peanuts or pistachios. Cashews and pistachios are my favorite to eat. And we're supposed to avoid beverages like beer, coffee, distilled liquor, and black tea. I just said I like black tea, but according to my blood type, I'm not supposed to be eating it, y'all. Okay, let's get to type A blood. 29 foods to avoid and eat. Type A, my type A blood brothers and sisters, y'all want to listen to this. Okay. It is recommended for people with type A blood to eat organic, vegetarian, an almost vegetarian food plan. You should restrict the amount of animal protein. So you're the opposite of us. Restrict the amount of animal protein, but limit it to amounts of protein such as turkey and eggs are allowed. Okay. 12 foods to eat. You can eat soy protein such as tofu. You can eat grains, You can eat spelt, hurled barley, sprouted bread. You can eat walnuts, pumpkin seeds, peanuts. You can eat olive oil. You can eat berries such as blueberries and elderberries. Certain beans and legumes. Vegetables, especially dark leafy greens such as kale, Swiss chard, and spinach. You can eat garlic and you can eat onions. You can eat ginger. Cold water fish such as sardines and salmon. And limited amounts of chicken and turkey. And then also you can drink green tea. Okay. Those are things that you can't eat. Okay. The things that you should avoid. You should avoid beef. You should avoid pork, lamb, cow's milk, yams, potatoes, sweet potatoes. Vegetables you should avoid is cabbage, eggplant, tomatoes, peppers, mushrooms. You should avoid lima beans. You should avoid fruits such as melons, oranges, strawberries, and mangoes. Poultry, other than chicken and turkey, such as duck. You should avoid venison. Fish such as bluefish, barracuda, haddock, herring, and catfish. Certain grains and grain products like wheat bran, multi-grain bread, or durum wheat. You should avoid those. Refined sugar, refined carbohydrates such as white flour and white bread. You should avoid oils other than olive oil. Olive oil is I think is universally safe for everybody, if I'm not mistaken. Artificial ingredients and most condiments. That means no ketchup, no hot sauce, no mustard, no mayonnaise. Avoid most of those things if you are type A blood, A positive or A negative, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, if you're type B blood, for my type B blood brothers and sisters, both positive and negative. If you're type B blood, it's recommended that you eat plenty of meat and fish. Fill up on your green veggies. Eat eggs and maintain low fat dairy. You know what I'm saying? Eat that, and opt for oatmeal and rice. You know what I'm saying? You should avoid foods like corn, wheat, lentils, peanuts, tomatoes. These foods can compromise your metabolism and cause fluid retention, fatigue, and hypoglycemia. Okay? So foods to eat. Meat, including goat, lamb, rabbit, and venison. You know what I'm saying? Limited amounts of beef, so you can't eat a lot of steak. You know what I'm talking about? That sucks for y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Fish, such as salmon, sardines, cod, halibut, mackerel, sea trout, sole, and flounder. You can eat that stuff. Green vegetables include broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale, greens, collard greens, beet leaves, and mustard greens. You guys can eat that, you lucky motherfuckers, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all can eat beets, yams, sweet potatoes, carrots, red wine, red and white cabbage, excuse me, eggplants, parsnips, and all types of peppers, including jalapeno and bell peppers. Okay, y'all can do dairy. You lucky son of a guns. Y'all can do dairy, low fat, non-fat milk, goat milk or cheeses such as mozzarella, cottage cheese, feta cheese, or farmer's cheese. You guys can eat eggs. You guys can eat cereal grains such as oats, oat bran, rice bran, spelt millet. You need brown rice bread, rice cakes, Ezekiel bread, or Asani bread. You can eat things that are made mostly with oat and rice flour. tea, especially licorice tea, green tea as well as herbal teas containing peppermint, ginger, ginseng, sage, rose hips, and raspberry leaf tea. Juices prepared from pineapples, grapes, papaya, cranberry, and cabbage juice. Cabbage juice, that's crazy. Okay. Okay, the 11 foods for people with type B to avoid is meat, including chicken, pork, and duck. You can't eat that. Leave it alone. It's gonna make you sick. Shellfish such as lobster, crab, and shrimp. Y'all can't eat it. You know what I'm talking about? Fruits like coconuts and pomegranates. Leave them alone. And pomegranates are good for you. A good blood purifier. Vegetables including corn, tomato, avocados, pumpkin, and lentils. Y'all almost have the same restrictions we have when it comes to that. Because we can't eat avocados, and I hate it because I love the shit out of avocados. Lentils, wheat, including bread and pasta. You can't eat wheat. Okay. Beans such as garbanzo beans and black beans. Damn. Cheese, including blue cheese and American cheese. Condiments like ketchup. Spices like pepper. Damn, y'all can't have pepper. God damn. Distilled liquor such as brandy, whiskey, rum, gin, and vodka. You niggas can't get drunk. Y'all better leave that shit alone. It's gonna cause you health problems. So that's what type B can and cannot eat or drink. People that are type AB blood, my AB blood brothers and sisters, whether you're positive or negative, people with type AB blood should follow a pseudo vegetarian diet, which consists primarily of fruits and vegetables of all kinds. Breaking down meat requires a significant amount of hydrochloric acid in the stomach, which AB doesn't have. So y'all don't have no hydrochloric acid in your stomach. You should limit your meat intake and substitute it for grains. For protein such as tofu. Your low stomach acid levels suggest smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day, which will be digested more completely than larger meals consumed less frequently. Okay. 20 foods to eat and avoid. Okay, you got 7 foods here to eat. You can eat tofu, limited amounts of lamb, mutton, rabbit, and turkey. You can eat seafood, including tuna, cod, grouper, haki, mackerel, mahi-mahi, monkfish, ocean perch, pike, porgy, trout, red snapper, sailfish, pickerel. That's in the mackerel family. Sardines, shad, snail, and sturgeon. You can eat those things. Okay. You can eat dairy products like yogurt, kefir, non-fat sour cream, eggs, mozzarella cheese, goat cheese, ricotta cheese, and milk. Okay. Fruits, you can eat plums, berries, grapes, pineapples, grapefruit, lemon, apricots, and figs. Okay. You can eat nut. Damn, pause. Yeah. Nuts, nut butters, especially peanuts and walnuts. You can eat beans, including lentils, navy beans, pinto beans, red beans, and soybeans. Okay. 13 foods to avoid. Ooh, y'all gonna hate this. You can't eat nothing like red meat. You can't eat no bacon, no beef, no buffalo, no ham, no horse, no pork, no squirrel, no turtle, no venison, no veal. You can't eat these vegetables. You can't eat aloe. You can't have artichoke, capers, black shiitake mushrooms, black olives, pickles, radish sprouts, or rhubarb. You can't eat pepper like green peppers, jalapenos, red or yellow peppers. You can't eat avocados. You can't eat banana, bitter melon. You can't eat coconut, drink coconut milk. You can't eat dewberries, no guava, no mango, no oranges, no persimmons, no pomegranates, no prickly pear, no quince, no star fruit. You can't eat none of that. You can't eat grains such as artichoke flour. You can't eat buckwheat flour, cornmeal. You can't eat grits. Man, that's crazy. No grits. I don't think I can live without grits. You know what I'm talking about? Grits, kamut, sago palm, soba noodles, sorghum, tapioca, teff, or wheat. You can't eat beans like azuki beans. You can't eat black beans, Vicky's faba beans. You can't eat garbanzo beans or chickpeas. You can't eat red kidneys. You can't eat lima beans or mung beans, mung sprouts. You can't eat none of that stuff. You can't eat nuts like hazelnuts. You can't eat duck eggs. You can't eat cheese like blue cheese, American cheese, or brie. and Parmesan cheese in particular. You can't eat dairy products like butter. You can't eat ice cream. You can't eat buttermilk, cow's milk. You can't eat fruits like oranges or bananas. You can't eat condiments like mustard, red wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar, and rice vinegar. You can't drink anything like coffee. You can't drink no soda pop. You can't drink distilled liquor or black teas. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all niggas can't have a goddamn thing if you want to achieve that, you know, that optimal health. This is according to the blood type diet, y'all. So you got to take, you know, like I say, do these things in moderation if you're going to do it, but make sure that you test yourself first. Talk to your primary physician and see what's right for you. This is not founded on any scientific research or anything like that. This is tried and true methods by people who have tried to have gone to their doctor and told their doctors, hey, I feel this way after eating this. I feel this way after eating this. I stopped eating this and now I feel this way. So I'm pretty sure that if they did some heavier research, they will see that the blood type diet does work. It does work if you follow it to the certain letter. It should work a little bit. Or at least it should be effective enough to get to help you reach the optimal health that you're looking to reach to. So that's that. Okay, let me go back up here to the comments and see what y'all been talking about all this time. You know what I'm talking about? Where we at? All right. Detroit guy said some people have a high metabolism and can burn it. It could be a blessing and a curse. I have one toxin that don't stay in my body because I sweat even in the wintertime. Yeah. No matter how much food I stuck down my mouth, I've never been able to get my body over 200 pounds. Yeah, he's right. Some people can't. Some people just can't do that. And some people can just go. You know, some people pick up one cheeseburger. Next thing you know, that puts on 30 pounds, even though the cheeseburger was like 2 pounds. You know what I mean? So it happens like that. He says I'm a cardio junkie, and even Major and DJ will tell you if you want to stack on both, then sometimes you just gotta you gotta sit still. And I'm hyperactive. I can't sit. See, yeah, some people just can't do it, man. Micah says DG and Goat and James. Micah says Big Major, aka choke him out, aka melatonin. You know what I'm saying? Put him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Detroit God says the doctors in my hospital say that they call my blood the golden blood, so I must be the golden child. Hey man, I want the knife. Detroit God, you know what I'm talking about? Mike Alexander said, DG said that red blood mixed with blue chew makes golden blood. Y'all crazy. Detroit says, I could donate to anybody, but when it comes to my blood is very rare. So I have to have someone who has the same. Yeah. If you could donate to anybody, so you're type, you're O negative, right, bro? I think you're O negative. O negative can't donate to anybody. H. David says, y'all already know what to do without me saying it. Hey, man, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button while you at it. Detroit says, yeah, I know H. Davis. You know what I'm saying? Puff, puff, pass. You understand what I'm talking about? DG already going off. You know what I'm talking about? Michael says, what up, H. Davis? Go James says, that's some good shit. You know what I'm talking about? This is how he does it. HD, chilling, Michael. I just walked 2 miles, Go James. Hey, man, that's good. Get that. Y'all get those steps in, man. Try to get 10,000 or better. You know what I'm saying? Get that heart moving, get the blood pumping. Now how he does it. You know what I'm talking about? HD, yes, sir, my brother says, Go James. Michael, God. God made me different. You know what I'm talking about? Tiffany Ned says, I am A positive. I hope you was in here, sis, to hear what I had to say about A positive. If you guys miss anything that I said, you know, you guys can always come back and refer to this. Watch this video several times and go pick up some of the diets that I said for the different blood types. You can always go back. Detroit God, you're RH. Blood is tricky, Tiffany. Your blood can be combined with A, B, or A, B, and O. Yeah, it could be either one. You know what I'm saying? Detroit guy said, we actually learned a lot of this stuff in the military. Yeah, that is true. That's true. So if you're out in the field, you don't accidentally give somebody bad blood transfusion that can kill them. Yes, that's one of the reasons why I know this. You know, I'm talking about. And Go James says, with nuts. LOL. Yeah, Paul. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on now. He said, most of us African American brothers and sisters do not have calcium. They don't need milk and eggs and stuff like that. Nah, facts. Detroit says, if you don't like these types of things, then you should have to use supplements. Yeah, absolutely. You can have calcium in your body. You have to have calcium in your body for your teeth and bones and stuff like that. That's true. Detroit God says papaya juice is also something that is very municipal in the body. It has so many principles that scientists can't even count it. Yeah, man. But not everybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say these blood types. We have these different blood types for a reason. We can't all eat the same way, drink the same way. That's just the way it is. I've tried and tested the blood type theory, and it worked perfectly for me with my type O positive blood. There's certain things I just can't put in my body. Detroit guy says, when you want to detox your body and cleanse it out, you get cranberry juices. Once again, that's right, but that's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Cranberry juice is not for everybody. Some people can do better with beet juice, some people do better with pomegranate juice. But yeah, that's true. It's very important to know how your body works. The biggest invention God has ever created that will never ever get clarity or understanding. Yeah, that's why I say you gotta try it to see if it worked for you. So you got to try it. H. Davis says we have 103 subs. Hey, Lord, let's get to 105. You know what I'm talking about? Why stop there? You know what I'm talking about? Detroit God says there are a bunch of people inside this chat room. Let's get those likes up. Hey, man, he telling the truth, y'all. I don't know what the hell y'all thought this was. Hey, man, this ain't a Lakers show today. This is educational and informational for my people. It is very, very important to know, y'all. This is no joke. It's very, very important for you to know your blood type. I'm so serious. You know what I'm talking about? The Bandwagoneer, shout out to the Bandwagoneer for showing up to the channel. He said, what's up? What's up, Bandwagoneer? My damn neighbor across the street. I'm about to go come over there and ask you for some brown sugar in a minute. Send Lewis over there to ask you for some brown sugar. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit God said, what's up, Cuba? Salute. He said, what's good, Cuba? Salute. He said it again. He said, just in case you didn't hear it the first time. He said, what's good, Cuban? Salute. And then he turned around and said, what's good, Cuba? Salute. Cuban and Cuba. I guess there's two people in this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit God said, y'all let me know when Major gets to the golden blood, because I'm a 1%. I haven't got to that point. There's no golden blood research. I guess the golden blood would be considered the universal blood type, which is O negative. So if you're O negative, then that's what I'm talking. There's only 4 blood types on the planet. Anything else I ain't heard of, honestly. So you got type A blood, type B blood, AB blood, and O blood, and then negative or either negative or positive. So there you go. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Okay. Detroit God says, well, black people as children, and as we start off, milk doesn't have much effect on us too much. Older black people get milk, we turn lactose. Yeah, that's true. I'm lactose intolerant like a motherfucker. But there are ways to get beyond that. Get almond milk. Almond milk is not milk. It's not milk. It's blah, blah. Get almond milk. Milk almonds. Milk is not milk. It's almonds. Yeah. Y'all know what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Or get lactose milk. See, even that with lactose milk, they take the lactose out of it, but it still affects you somehow, some way, because it's still cow's milk. They can't. The truth of the matter is they can't remove it all. So lactated milk still fucks me up. Not just as bad as whole milk does, but it still gets me. Detroit God says our ancestors drunk goat milk very hot. Yeah, facts. They did. You know what I'm talking about? Micah said, hey, yo, pause. You know what I'm saying? Detroit God said, will my brother Major, when I got to the military, we had these type of tests inside that. Yeah, man. Yeah, you had to do it, bro. You had to do it. This is pertinent information for you to know. You know what I'm saying? So basic comprehension of that is that type O blood should be a diet high in protein, meat, fish, and poultry, but be very careful with your pretty much. So I'm type O, and that's why I can't eat certain things. Corn fucks me up, dairy fucks me up. It's delicious, but it fucks me up. Detroit, if not, if they are not physically fit, yeah, that's facts. Type A is specifically for vegetarians that have a plant-based diet. For that they have a plant-based diet. Tiffany Ned. So going vegan or being vegetarian, have a more of a plant-based diet. Please go back and refer to when I was talking about the what you should and shouldn't be eating on the different types of blood types you have, and then refer to that, and then it'll tell you everything you need to know in order to get you to that optimal health you're trying to get to. Type B on what we would call omnivore diet. You know what I'm saying? They have lots of fruits and vegetables, meat, and contain certain foods like corn and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Certain foods like corn and lentils, wheat. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, type AB, I want to say it's like a combination of foods. It is. That's exactly what it is. It's a combination of foods. You know what I'm saying? Detroit God says the human body is the most complicated engineering device on the planet that will never get figured out. Creates lots of devices. There's nothing that we can create better than the human body. That God can create better than the human body. That's true. That's facts. Me myself, I would tell you that a balanced diet of plenty fruits and vegetables is generally beneficial to your blood types, anybody blood type. Yeah, definitely got to have a healthy balance, or whatever the case may be. But like I say, it's got to be tried and true. You have to try it for yourself and see what truly, truly works for you. I do well with high meats because I lift weights. I lift heavy. So plants just won't support my body, my body mass. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a big, heavy, solid dude, and meat and stuff like that has always supported me. Big, thick tomahawk. I got 35 tomahawk steaks right now in my ice box, my ice chest in the garage right now. It's strictly meat in there, nothing else. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm a beast. You know what I'm talking about? Jay the Scorpio, my damn nephew, said, "Yo, Unc, I sent you that request on the gram." Okay, man, when I get over there, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see about you. You know what I'm talking about? This is how he does this. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit said, "Don't listen to any of those recommendations right now because JFK Jr. is running the agriculture department." Yeah, facts. Be smart as Black individuals. Eat healthy, especially if you don't work out. Then you need to be eating as healthy as you possibly can. That's absolutely facts. Get those vitamins and nutrients in too. Get those supplements in if you can't eat certain foods. There are certain ways to get around it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Mike Alexander, DJ, I was at my DG, I was at my healthiest when I was blending fruits and vegetables and replacing rice and heavy carbs with leafy greens or leafy vegetables with chicken or fish. Yeah, man. If it worked for you, you good. And he said, I'm A positive. Mike Alexander, A positive. See, yeah, man. Go back and refer to what I was telling you about the A positive people. You know what I'm saying? People with type A blood or whatever the case may be. And you pretty much following that, man, and you'll be straight. Detroit God, the 5 Ps that I learned a long time ago, over 30 years ago. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I learned that from Larry Hoover. You know what I'm talking about? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I learned that way back in the day. Mike Alexander, I think to a degree it does. Yeah. Excuse me. Detroit God says, I eat the shit out of pistachios and sunflower seeds and Indian seeds. Yeah, I can't do it a lot. And it's good. With all due respect, I don't listen to the white man's way of running my black body. Yeah. That's why I say you have to follow, you have to listen to your body. You know what I'm talking about? You have to listen to your body, and make sure that you eat according to how you feel. Dr. Diadamo is an African doctor, I believe. So he pretty much supports the blood type theory. So he is a black doctor. Cook your food in olive oils, and then often use an air fryer more than yeah. The only thing black people is that we have to start doing this because we eat a lot of fried foods, and it nullifies that content of grease that goes inside of our body that creates high cholesterol. Yeah, absolutely. I don't drink. alcohol anymore. So that's yeah, no. Put down the alcohol. It runs your blood pressure up. Yeah, I would drink Hennessy just about every goddamn day. I had to stop doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. Said most black people's diabetes don't come from food; it comes from liquor. Yeah, yeah. There's some time to do. You know what I'm saying? You should learn how to filibuster people, not your body. Only person you can lie to every day is other people around you. Yeah, facts, 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 facts. Major here got me feeling like Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yep, yep, yep. Man, you gotta feed your body the way you go feed your body. And DJ says, "Oh hell no, I need grits." Hell yeah, bro. Hey, I think we can't eat grits, bro. DJ, me and you are type O blood, man. It's very, very important that that you heard everything I said about our blood type, man. What we can eat, what we should and shouldn't be eating. But it is corn, so we have to be careful with grits, my brother. I'm sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? It is corn. It can cause breathing problems later on, man. It's from my experience. But ain't nothing like a good quality cooked grit. I'm talking about creamy grit with Jimmy Dean sausages on the side, scrambled eggs. You know what I'm saying? And a piece of toast. It ain't nothing like a grits. You know what I'm talking about? What blood can't eat grits? Well, well, anybody who can't really have corn shouldn't be eating grits according to the blood type diet. Lakers and 5 said, well, what up, Detroit? He says, oh, hell no. Whatever blood type can't eat grits, I don't feel bad for you. Oh, yeah. Tiffany Nett said, no frites for them. No, not at all. Not at all. Mr. Alexander, what's up? Salute, says DJ. Detroit guy. I like to mix my grits with eggs. And man, I do too, man. But it's corn. We can't have corn, man. Me and DJ, we can't have corn. You know what I'm talking about? And DJ, the Lakers sportsman. What's good? Hey, man, look, I'm telling you, if y'all ain't subscribed to his channel, something is really wrong with you in this world. You know what I'm talking about? He said, hold on, what blood type is this? Said, dang, I love coffee. Tiffany Nett said, I love coffee. Yeah, it's not good for you, sis. Not even decaffeinated. You know what I'm talking about? He said, get you a cappuccino in the morning, Tiffany. Basically, see, here's the thing, Tiff. You guys can't have caffeine. You know what I'm saying? We can't either. Type O, it's the caffeine that's in it. You know what I'm saying? Now, even if it's decaffeinated, when they say it's decaffeinated, it still has a little bit of caffeine in it. So you just gotta be careful with that. But try it and see if yeah, if your case says you say I love coffee and I'm glad that I can have it. Okay, that's good. You can have it. Okay. Lakers and 5 said, what up, Tiff? You know what I'm talking about? Mike Alexander said, okay, I went back and checked. Y'all type B might as well drink bone broth and call it a day. Facts. You know what I'm talking about? Mike Alexander said, Major, aka melatonin, you got to do more videos like this. Oh, I will be doing more videos like this, bro. Like I say, I don't talk about just sports. I talk about health, fitness. As y'all see the other day, I talked about the weightlifting and getting your body right in that respect. I talked about things like that. But I have a whole bunch of shows. I encourage y'all to go back Major Level Entertainment to some of my old shows that are not sports related. I talk about everything. I am a wealth of knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? My mother was a counselor and psychologist. So I set up under her. I still got some of her books, man. I study all that stuff. My wife is a doctor. So I got a whole bunch of knowledge in my head. I don't just know sports. You know what I'm talking about? I know all kind of shit, man, that my black people might know, but it's always good to have a healthy reminder, to get each other right. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit guy said, RH null is the rarest blood on the planet. Yeah, it is. It is. Even college professors call it the golden blood. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is. It is. You know what I'm saying? The bandwagon said, I used to drink 2% milk, but now I drink almond milk from Almond Breeze unsweetened. That's the best way to do it. Well, that's the way to do it if you're going to buy it. But ladies and gentlemen, remember when I told y'all in my fitness video, I said the best way to drink any milk, if you don't drink whole milk, any nut milks, the best way is to buy the actual nut itself. Pause. Yeah. God damn it. Y'all know what I mean. So buy you some fresh almonds, some fresh walnuts, fresh cashew, fresh pistachio, and you can make your own milk. All you need is a blender, some fresh distilled water, if possible. I use alkaline water, of course. and then a blender, and get you some cheesecloth so you can strain it. So you can strain the pulp off. Now, the pulp, you want to keep the pulp because you can make bread, muffins, pancakes, stuff like that. I make my own almond milk. I make my own walnut milk and stuff like that. I do that because it's healthier and you know exactly what's going in it. Add you a sprig of agave syrup or some honey for flavor, maybe a little bit of vanilla bean paste or vanilla extract for flavor or some cinnamon, and then there you go. And there you go. You make your own milk. You know what I'm talking about? Then you ain't gotta buy that stuff the stuff from the store that contains carrageenan and all that stuff. You know, additives and preservatives to help it last long on, you know, in a fridge or on the shelf, whatever's the case like that. So you can do it yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Tiffany says, "Hey, Cuba." Cuba says, "Hey, Tiffany." Detroit God said, "There are a lot of individuals who cannot survive naked and afraid of any survival or any of these survival shows because their calorie intake is too high." Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. And when you're out in the desert or the jungle, what sorts of things you have to know how to maintain your body? Well, you know, I'm a Marine and I'm a combat Marine, 00351, infantry ground assault. So I spent my life, you know what I'm saying, the goddamn jungle in the desert. I trained, and even after I left, I still train like I'm outside. I could survive anything, all the way from making weapons to knowing how to hunt and kill for my food, knowing how to, you know, I know all that stuff. I'm good. I taught my whole family that because, well, the generation after me, because the generation before me, most of those dudes was hunters and killers anyway. You know what I'm talking about? And then with the type of blood type I have, type O blood is hunter blood. So it's in my blood to hunt. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. And DJ, you hear that? Us type O people, we are hunters by nature. That's why we built the way we are. That's why our shoulders stick way the hell out here. We got to turn sideways to get through the door. Now, if you ever wanted to know why DJ looked the way he do, is because he's type O blood. DJ you probably open the refrigerator, he probably got steak over here, salmon over there, chicken over there, pork. Well, he can't eat pork, but beef. I bet you DJ got a whole refrigerator out in his garage and it ain't nothing but steak in that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? And if it ain't, go out and get you something today. I just told you, big bro, I got 35 tomahawks right there outside. I got 3 fridges, y'all. I got refrigerator in the house. I got one out there in the garage for usually my liquids, workout stuff and stuff like that. And then I got T-bones and tomahawks and brisket, and I got veal steaks, I got venison, I got moose ribs, I got all that stuff in my deep freezer outside in the garage, man. So I stay loaded up. Trust me. You know what I'm talking about? I go out there and grill me a rack of ribs right now. Y'all keep fucking around, you know what I'm talking about? Autism Boy Cottage 81. Hey, yo, no, that's Mr. 81. Hey, Major, what's up, man? Salute, young man. Thank you for showing up to the channel. Welcome to the show. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit God said Indian apples or pomegranates are also very, very good for any type of blood. It is. You have to do it in moderation. Now, here's the thing with type O blood. Type O blood, our blood is already naturally thinner than most people's blood, most other blood types. So we don't do well with things that thin your blood. We don't do really well with it. We should do it in moderation, like beet juice, pomegranate juice, things like that. Because then when something, let's say you get cut or something, or we have internal bleeding, it'd be very hard to stop it. So we need to be careful because we have the thinnest blood amongst all the other blood types on the planet. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have a harder chance of getting blood clots and stuff like that. We have a harder chance of getting that. We really have to be doing something crazy for our blood to really clot up like that. So it's good while it flows through our body, but outside the body, if we get cut, shot, stabbed, whatever the case may be, that's not good. You know what I'm talking about? Autism Boy says, or I'm not Autism Boy. Mr. 81 says, salute chat. You know, the bandwagon says, I'm chowing down on some almonds and blueberries daily. That's how you does it. Detroit God says, nice. The DJ says, grits, fried green tomatoes, a piece of sausage, a piece of bacon, 2 biscuits, and we rolling. Man, facts. I can't eat bacon no more, bro. I can't do nothing pork. Pork used to make me sick, and now I know why. You know what I'm talking about? Mr. 81 says, I eat 100% chicken and salmon every day of the week. Major Level Entertainment. Hey, that's good, young man. Hey, what's your blood type, Mr. 81? What's your blood type? Because you came in late to the show, I want you to go back and check the beginning of the shows out so you'll know what we're talking about here. You get caught up. Purple and Gold says, I don't know how true it was, but I heard a while back that once you have tattoos, you cannot donate blood. No, that's not true. That's true. I got several tattoos and I've donated before. No, that's not true. It might, I don't know if it's like that for certain places, but from what I understand, my universal knowledge on it, it's not true. Because I've donated blood and plasma without any issue. So it's not true. Mr. 81 says, but 100%, I eat 100% salmon on Mondays and Thursdays. That's good. So you have a schedule as to what you eat. Detroit says, I love watermelon and I can swim, but I don't eat chicken. Yeah, it's good. Chicken is mucus, y'all. We're really not supposed to be eating it. You know what I'm saying? Chicken is mucus. Just so that y'all know, it contains a lot of mucus and it brings up a lot of mucus. Just so y'all know. Mike Alexander says, so type A can drink soy. I think you can. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Soy milk can mess with the man, but that's not. There's no real big scientific evidence. I did say that somewhere in the show that I don't drink soy milk because it just just based upon what I heard, and then I don't like the taste of soy milk. That's the main thing for me. So yeah, but yeah, you heard it right, bro. I heard the same thing. Detroit Guy says, Micah, just take some water and mix in with it and thin it out. Hey. There you go. You know what I'm talking about? The bandwagon said, man, I tried to drain milk from the nut. Whoa, yay, wait, hold on now. But it just didn't go right. Oh, man. Oh, no. Man, see, what I probably have to, I'll give you a recipe that'll work for you, Cuba. You probably had more nut than water. Oh, goddamn, pause. Yay, wait a second. Hold on now. Like he told Craig and Friday, when you said it wasn't enough milk, he told you to add water with that shit. Hey, man, that's how you does it. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, where we at? Detroit. Big individuals like DJ and Major, when you are in the military, you're gonna have to find a lot of scorpions to feed their big asses. Yeah, man. I feasted on all kind of shit, man. Coconut crab and all kind of stuff, man. You feed all kind of shit. But when you young, when you out there, when you're young, you can eat just about anything. You're not really paying attention to your blood type and stuff like that. I got into eating my blood type maybe about the last 23 years. Before that, I ate whatever the fuck I wanted to eat, and sometimes I felt good about it, sometimes I didn't. Mike Alexander said, y'all would get along, I think. Facts. You know what I'm talking about? Micah, any foods, yeah, 100%. Yeah, like, bro, hey, facts. You know what I'm talking about? He said, just asking. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, big men do not like dessert. Big men do not like dessert or winter combat. A desert, excuse me. I said dessert. I'm hungry, y'all. Said desert or winter combat. They just don't like that shit. Listen, I don't give a fuck what season it is. I like combat from January to December. You know what I'm saying? That's where your mentality come in at. Me, I fight all through the year. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what time it was. Like I say, I was infantry. So we didn't do nothing but fight. That's all we did. Fight. Get your big ass out there, crack some necks. And that's what I did. You know what I'm talking about? Mike Alexander said, they said that scorpion blood gives type O individual more stamina. Yay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Pause. Yay. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit said they do. You know what I'm talking about? Mr. Alexander said, I love seafood. He said, I eat salmon on Mondays and Thursdays. Yeah, you told us that, Mr. 81. We agree with you. He said, I love seafood too. Hey, man, we agree with you. You know what I'm talking about? Mike Alexander said, what's your favorite food or type of food, Mr. 81? Mr. 81 says, I would say steak 100%. Yeah, steak is mine too. Also chicken too, bro. Bandwagon said, that's not Mr. 81, Major. Oh, it's not Mr. 81? I thought that was Mr. 81 because I know he got two names, Autism Boy and 81. That's what I thought he was. He said, I would say 100%. I would say A positive, Brody. Okay, that's what's up, young man. That's what's up. Okay, that's what's up. DJ said, LOL, you know what I'm saying? He laughing at me again. You know what I'm talking about? Excuse me. Detroit said, I used to have big people like DJ and Major when I was in the military, especially in cold winter situations. You just stand behind them and you never get cold. Hey, facts. Yay, yay, yay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now I said, hey, facts. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, yeah. No, I've been big, man. Like what during my military days, I'll say I was about I I sat around, I hung around 260 and 275. I was 6'4", 6'4" and a half, 260, 275. I think I sprouted an inch while I was in there, an inch and a half or something while I was in there. But I always hovered around 260, 275. I was damn near pure muscle. I was solid granite. My arms was hard. My chest was hard. My legs was hard. Pause. Yeah, yeah. God damn, y'all know what I mean. God damn it. Shit. You know what I'm talking about? But I was just a solid, just bull, yo. I was just a big you. I was like, y'all know that Superman villain, Dark Side. You see how big that? I'm like that nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Big, you thick, solid, swollen neck. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me in the neck. The bullet ping off, ping. You know what I'm saying? Click. Hey, what the hell was that? The mosquito just bit me, babe. You know what I'm talking about? I'm that type of guy. You know what I'm talking about? Type O blood, baby, in the house representing. You know what I'm talking about? Mike Alexander said, big mage. That's Cottage 81, not Mr. 81. Oh, I thought they was the same person. They are the same person. Yeah, wait, hold up. Mr. 81 is Autism Boy. Yes, he is. He is. Them niggas don't sound the same. Hold up, Cottage, you got a split personality like the bandwagon in Cuba? Yeah, he does. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit said, when I was in the Navy and we had to do some cold winter training in Alaska, those big men were not digging that. Well, see, here's the thing. It's crazy with me because I'm like an enigma. Like cold weather. First of all, no weather bothers me. Cold weather don't. I think the cold weather don't bother me because, like, I guess the East Coast blood that I have. You know what I'm saying? Just it's an ancestral thing. And then the warm weather don't bother me too much because my body temperature is always regulated. So when it gets hotter in the hotter climates, my body temperature tends to cool off. But when in colder regions, I tend to warm up. So my body is like it regulates itself. It's the craziest thing. But yeah, no, I never had any problems. I never had any problems in any terrain, any weather. You know what I'm talking about? The Detroit guy is laughing. The bandwagon said, wait, DJ, they are the same. Yeah, they're the same person. They're the same goddamn person. You know what I'm talking about? Wait, hold on. Where we at? He said, man, that was a pause, Major. Wow, whoa, hold on. Yay, I didn't mean it. You know what I'm talking about? No, I don't think they're the same. Well, just ask him. Ask him. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Cottage Boy 81, are you Mr. 81? I want to be sure because y'all type the same to me. And see, y'all know how many personalities I got. So I can tell if there's another nigga around with other personalities. I'm telling you, that's him, y'all. That's him. Detroit said big people freeze faster. It's more it's more of your body for the wind to hit. Yeah, but it don't affect me, bro. It don't affect me. That shit bounce right off me and go around to the next nigga behind me. Mike Alexander, if they're the same person, then Mr. 81 got some explaining to do. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm talking about Mr. Alexander. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So yeah, y'all. So that's what it is, man. Getting more into details, you know what I'm saying? Get an understanding of your blood type, and knowing what you should and shouldn't be eating or whatever the case may be. If y'all want me to go back over it, just go back over, not the whole thing, but just go back over what you should eat and what you should avoid. Put a 1 down in the chat. What you eat, what you should eat, and what you should avoid, put a 1 down in the chat, and I'll quickly go back through it. Anybody want to know? Anybody want to know? Anybody miss something? Detroit said, Major just a killer. He don't care if he got to walk through the Arctic storm as long as he can choke somebody. Yeah, man, that's just, I've always been, like I was telling DJ, I was telling little bro in text, I said, man, I've always been tough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If I need to cool off, if I need to keep my body from freezing. I'm the type of nigga that'll drink antifreeze. You know what I'm saying? I know it'll kill you, but I'll drink it anyway. You know what I'm talking about? Whenever my joints get rusted, you know what I'm saying? I just drink a quart of oil. You know what I'm talking about? 5-way 30. You know what I'm talking about? I drink transmission fluid when I get low on energy. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just a man. You know what I'm talking about? A very large individual man, but I am a man. I don't give a fuck what I'm not bound by the laws of this universe. You know what I'm talking about? When I walk, the ground cracks up underneath me. Don't y'all be feeling earthquakes and tsunamis happening over there in China? Oh, that's because your boy fell out the bed this morning. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not defined by the world's physics. You understand what I'm talking about? This is major. This is called Magetropolis, not Metropolis like Superman. Magetropolis. I live in my own world, in my own pocket universe, in my own planet. You know what I'm talking about? Where I can't break every goddamn thing up. I feel like I'm walking in the world of cardboards here on Earth. I feel like everything around me is styrofoam. Every time I grab something, it breaks in half. I'm like, God damn, I barely touched it. You understand what I'm talking about? Salute, little sis. You know what I'm talking about? She says, salute, Major. Hey, look, please hit that like button and the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Stop messing around, y'all. Stop playing and hit that button. Okay. So I've come to the end of the show. Once again, put a 1 in the chat if you want me to go over, once again, the different type of blood types, what you should and should be eating. So y'all could take notes. So you ain't got to go back to the beginning of the channel. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to go back over what you should and should be eating. Put a 1 in the chat. If I get anybody putting a 1 in the chat, just one person, then I'll go back over this information. I'll do it. I'll do it quickly, but I'll do it to a point where you can take some notes. Anybody, 1 in the chat. All blood types, going back over what you can or can't eat, should or shouldn't be eaten. Okay, I got 2 of them. Salute to Amanda Rivera. Thank you for showing up. She put a 1. The bandwagoneer, my damn neighbor across the street, put a 1. Okay, that's all I need to know. Here it is, y'all. We're about to go back through it real quick. Okay. Y'all listening? If anybody is type O blood, right? Like girl said, type 1. If you're type O blood, this is going to relate to you. This is for DJ, and this is for me. You know, I'm talking about type O blood. Here's what you should be listening up, bro. Okay, foods to eat. Animal proteins such as beef, lamb, veal, mutton, venison. So pretty much that should be in me and DJ's fridge right now. You know, I'm talking about if DJ don't like steak, I'm gonna have to really sit down and have a long 3-4 hour conversation with bro. I'm pretty sure he loves steak. You know what I'm talking about? So DJ, go out right now to get you some steak, man. Or I have some shipped to you. However you want to do it. You know what I'm talking about? So animal proteins, type O blood. We are meat eaters. We're hunters. We're the hunters of the blood type world. You know what I'm saying? We're the meaty guys. We're the bodyguards. We're the big niggas, so to speak. So type O blood is big nigga blood, pretty much. So animal proteins such as beef, lamb, veal, venison, mutton, that's what we eat. It should be eaten as, for that. Fish, most nuts. Okay, most, not all, but most. Okay, there's an exception, but they don't really say the exceptions here. But I know pistachios, cashews, we're not supposed to eat those kind of Brazil nuts and stuff like that. Okay, grains, buckwheat, barley, rye, amaranth, kamut, kasha, millet, spelt, and Ezekiel bread. If you're going to eat bread, get some Ezekiel bread. This is type O. I'm still on, y'all. Okay, for the vegetables, we can eat broccoli. We can eat spinach, kelp, tomatoes, artichoke, red peppers, and sweet potatoes. That's a good thing because I love the hell out of me some goddamn yams and sweet potatoes. You know what I'm talking about? When it comes to beans, we can eat pinto beans. We can eat black-eyed peas. I know DJ go like that. That being, having Creole blood, black-eyed peas and grits. You know what I'm talking about? So black-eyed peas, azuki beans, aduke beans, and pinto beans. We can eat those. We can eat fruits like plums. I love plums. We can eat figs. I can't stand figs. We can eat grapefruit. Love grapefruit. And we can eat most berries. Okay? Type O blood. We cannot drink soy milk. Should not drink soy milk. We can eat olive oil. I love olive oil. I got a big-ass, tall-ass bottle in there right now. And make sure that if you're getting olive oil, ladies and gentlemen, Make sure that it has a stamp and make sure the olive oil is from one region of the world. Never get olive oil. This is the pro tip. Never get olive oil that's from 3 different places: Argentina, Chile, Greece, Italy, stuff like that. Make sure that it's 100% Argentinian, 100% Grecian, 100% Italy. Make sure it's from one location, and make sure that if it has the bottling and manufacture date, more than likely is real. Make sure it's a dark green bottle, not plastic, and you can't be able to see the oil. It's got to be a dark green bottle. Reason being is because the dark green is kind of like, it does the same thing as a tinted window. It kind of blocks out the, keeps the sun from really hitting and making things hot. When the sun makes olive oil hot or whatever, it can damage and cause the olive oil to become rancid. So just remember that. Also, when it comes to beverages, soda water, tea, and wine. Now I'll get into details later. You know what I'm saying? DJ want to ask me off camera or whatever about our blood type. I'll get into the details later. But I'm just giving us the blueprint of what we can and can't eat. Okay, these are the foods that we should avoid. Me and DJ should avoid. We shouldn't eat pork, no goose, no barracuda, no herring, no catfish. And I love catfish nuggets. Goddamn, I'll go up the street and give me some right now. Can't have that. No smoked salmon. That kills me, bro. I love the hell out of salmon. Goddamn. Well, but they never said nothing about you can't grill. I mean, you can't grill it or you can't cook it on stovetop. You know what I'm saying? So no smoked salmon. Okay, I can kind of understand why they said that. No octopus. I don't really eat that anyway. No conch and no caviar. I don't really care about that. I had caviar and almost threw up all over the goddamn place. Don't eat that. All right, DJ, we can't eat corn. So that means no grits. Oh no. We got to find another way around that, man. I don't know. Me and you got to put our heads together and figure out how we can eat grits without the corn. I don't know how we're going to do it, man, but I'm pretty sure me and you can figure something out. We can't eat anything gluten. We can't eat oats or farina. God damn it. I love oatmeal. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but it is what it is. Hey, man, it's for health, right? We can't eat legumes. I already knew that. Legumes make me sick. We can't eat Brussels sprouts. I love the fuck out of Brussels sprouts. I love the fuck out of cauliflower. Can't eat that. Shiitake mushrooms. I have a whole bunch in there now, but the wife, she tears those up. Can't eat avocados, and I love avocado. We can't eat leeks. Can't eat that. Okay, fruit, melons, oranges, strawberries, blackberries, and coconut. We can't eat that. Or we shouldn't. We should avoid it. I'm not gonna say we can't eat it, but we should avoid it. We should avoid kidney beans. We should avoid poppy seeds, Brazil nuts, cashews, peanuts, and pistachios. Those are the nuts that we can eat. Any other nut, but not those. You know what I'm talking about? Cashews are among my pistachios are among my favorite nuts. Okay, we can't drink, or we should avoid beer. We should avoid coffee, distilled liquor, and black tea. Okay, that's no problem. I love black tea, but I can do without it. Okay, so those are the things that you and I, me and DJ, we shouldn't be eating. Anybody else that's blood type O in here, whether you're O positive or O negative, those are the things you should be eating. Okay. If you're type A blood, listen up, my type A blood positive and negative people. This is what you can eat, right? Without any problems. You can eat soy proteins such as tofu. You can eat grains such as spelt, hurled barley, sprouted bread, whatever the fuck that is. You can eat that. You can eat walnuts and pumpkin seeds and peanuts, you lucky bastard, you. You can eat olive oil. Olive oil is pretty damn universal, I think. You can eat berries such as blueberries and elderberries. You can eat certain beans and certain legumes. You can eat vegetables, especially dark leafy greens like kale, Swiss chard, spinach. You can eat garlic and onions. You can eat ginger. You can eat cold water fish such as sardines and salmon. Limit your amounts of chicken and turkey. I mean, you should watch out for that. You can eat it, but try not to eat as much. You can drink green tea. This is what you have to avoid. This is where you guys are unlucky at. You can't eat beef, so no steak for y'all. Don't even worry about brisket. You can't eat pork. You should avoid lamb, avoid cow's milk, avoid potatoes, yams, sweet potatoes. So if you eat a sweet potato pie at Christmas, your ass gonna get sick. I'm trying to tell you right now. You know what I'm talking about? And if you ain't got sick yet, remember, body changes as you get older. Vegetables, cabbage, avoid eggplants, avoid tomatoes, avoid peppers, avoid mushrooms, avoid lima beans, avoid fruits such as melons, oranges, strawberries, and mangoes. God damn, and those are some of the best fruits in America. You know what I'm talking about? Avoid poultry, such as I said, avoid poultry, poultry such as chicken, turkey, and other than chicken and turkey. Avoid poultry like duck and stuff like that. Avoid venison. Avoid fish such as bluefish, barracuda, haddock, herring, and catfish. Avoid certain grains and grain products such as wheat bran, multi-grain bread, durum wheat. Avoid refined sugar. I think everybody should avoid refined sugar just because it's inflammatory. Avoid all oils except olive oil. Avoid refined carbohydrates such as white flour and wheat bread. Anything with artificial ingredients you should avoid if you type B blood. Type A blood. And then also most condiments. So no ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, stuff like that, barbecue sauce. Y'all gonna have to live without that. Salad dressing, all that stuff you're gonna have to live without. That's for my type A blood people, negative and positive. Okay, for my type B blood people, positive and negative. This is things that you could eat. And you can eat it in moderation, or you can indulge in it if you want to. You can eat goat, lamb, rabbit, venison. Limit your amounts of beef, so you can't have steak like how me and DJ can have steak. You know what I'm talking about? You can eat fish such as salmon, sardines, cod, halibut, mackerel, sea trout, sole, flounder. You can eat green vegetables such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts. You lucky bastards. I love Brussels sprouts. Kale, collard greens, beet leaves, and mustard greens. Beet leaves are delicious, by the way. You can eat beets, yams. You can eat sweet potatoes. You can eat carrots. Now, when I'm saying all this, y'all, it's not going to tell you every single thing that you can't eat or what you have to avoid, but this is just the basis of what you can eat. You know what I'm saying? The basis of what you should eat and shouldn't eat. This is the basis of it all. Of course, if you want to go in further details, you can always look up eating your blood type, your specific blood type. And then you ain't got to listen to me trot off at the mouth all the goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? So you can eat red and white cabbage. You can eat eggplant, parsnips, all types of peppers, including jalapenos and bell peppers. You can eat dairy products, yogurt, low fat, non-fat milk, goat milk. You can eat cheeses such as mozzarella, ricotta, feta, cottage cheese, and farmer cheese. You can eat eggs. You can eat cereal grains such as oats, oat bran, rice bran, spelt, or millet. You can eat brown rice bread. That's fire too, brown rice bread. You can eat rice cakes. You can eat Ezekiel bread. You can eat Asani bread. You can eat any other products made with oat or rice flour. Tea, especially licorice tea, green tea, as well as herbal teas containing peppermint, ginger, ginseng, sage, rose hips, or raspberry leaf. You can eat prepared juices from pineapples, grapes, papaya, cranberry, or cabbage. You can eat that. This is what you should avoid if you're type B blood. This is type B blood. Meats, including chicken, pork, and duck, you can't eat that, or you shouldn't eat it. You should avoid it. It's going to build up mucus and inflammation in your body. Shellfish like lobster and crab, y'all, and shrimp, y'all can't eat that. Shouldn't eat. You should avoid it. You should avoid fruits like coconuts and pomegranates. Remember, I was telling you everybody can't eat or drink pomegranate juice, even though they think, say it's universally is good for everybody, but eating your blood type is important. That's why they put restrictions up there. Okay. You can avoid corn, avoid tomatoes, avoid avocados, pumpkin, and lentils. You avoid wheat, avoid including pasta and bread. Avoid beans such as garbanzo beans and black beans. Black beans are fire. Avoid cheese such as blue cheese and American cheese. Avoid condiments such as ketchup. So if you eat some fries, you're going to have to eat them ketchup-less, which I like without ketchup anyway. You know what I'm talking about? Spices include pepper. You can't eat pepper? God damn. Distilled liquor such as brandy, whiskey, rum, gin, or vodka. People with type B blood, these are the things to avoid. Okay, now for my special people, my AB blood, negative and positive people, this is what you can't eat in moderation or indulging in. You can eat tofu. Limit your amount of lamb and mutton and rabbit and turkey. You can eat seafood. You can eat including tuna, cod, grouper, hockey, mackerel, mahi-mahi, monkfish, ocean perch, pike, porgy, trout, red snapper, sailfish, pickerel, sardines, shad, snail, or sturgeon. You can eat those fish. You can eat dairy products like yogurt, kefir. If y'all don't know what kefir is, it's pretty much like fermented milk, pretty much. It's like a non-sweetened yogurt. It has probiotics in it. It's very good for you, for those people who can do it. Non-fat sour cream. You can eat eggs. You can eat mozzarella cheese, goat cheese, ricotta cheese, and milk, whole milk. Okay. You can eat fruits like plums, berries, grapes, pineapples, grapefruits, lemons, apricots, and figs. You can eat nuts and nut butters, like especially peanuts and walnuts. You can eat those. Beans, you can eat lentils. You can eat navy beans, pinto beans, red beans, and soybeans. This is what AB should avoid. You should avoid all red meat. You should avoid red meat like bacon, buffalo, beef, ham, horse, pork, squirrel, turtle, venison, and veal. You should avoid all red meats. You should avoid vegetables like aloe, artichoke, caper, black shiitake mushrooms, black olives, pickles, radishes, radish sprouts, and rhubarb. You should avoid peppers like green pepper, jalapeno, red, and yellow peppers. You should avoid avocados, bananas, bitter melon, coconut milk, dewberries, guavas, mangoes, oranges, persimmons, pomegranates. Remember I was saying everybody can't eat pomegranates. Prickly pear, quince, star fruit. You should avoid these things. You should avoid grains like artichoke flour, buckwheat flour, cornmeal, grits. Now this is AB people. Okay, DJ, I think we might be okay. I'm not sure, but grits is corn. You know what I'm saying? But it never said we should avoid grits. This is for the AB people. So I think me and DJ might be a little safe. Kamut, sago palm, soba noodles, sorghum, tapioca, teff, and wheat. You should avoid, this is for the AB people still. You should avoid azuki beans, black beans, faba beans, garbanzo beans or chickpeas, red kidney beans, lima beans, mung sprouts. You should avoid duck eggs. You should avoid nuts like hazelnuts. You should avoid cheeses like blue cheese, American brie, and Parmesan cheese. You should avoid products like butter, ice cream, buttermilk, and cow's milk. Damn, y'all can't eat ice cream? That sucks for y'all. You should eat fruits like oranges and bananas. Condiments like mustard, red wine, vinegar, balsamic vinegar, and rice vinegar is a no-no for people who are type AB blood. And if you are AB blood, no coffee, no soda pop, no distilled liquor, and no black teas, ladies and gentlemen. And that is it for the blood types. Once again, if you want to know, if you missed anything, you can please refer to the beginning, close to the beginning of the video, and then you can come to the end of the video, and then you can hear everything that you should avoid and everything that you should intake. All right. Now let me go back up and read the chats until and then we're gonna get up out of here. All right. Where we at? Hold on. Where we at? Okay. Back up here. Bandwagon says, like I told Geraldo yesterday, I had a steak and cheese quesadilla. Steak and cheese quesadilla, which sounds pretty goddamn good right now. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit, some of the things that you young men and women do behind closed doors ain't good for your diet either. So you might want to consider that too. Hey, yeah, facts. You know what I'm talking about? A Detroit guy says don't consume these things. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Lakers 5 said, I texted you like a few weeks ago. I was going to send you a picture of what I had at the restaurant. Yeah, bro. What the hell happened to that? Because I asked you too. You got me all, look. Let me tell you how little bro be doing big bro sometime, man. So he hits me up, right? Yeah, Major. Man, I was at the restaurant. Woo! Shit. Yeah, and you wouldn't believe what I had. And then I said, oh, yeah, man, tell me what you had. He woke me up out of my sleep and everything. I heard a notification go off. Bing! Woke up. Oh, shit, what the hell is going on? Did Giannis come over here to the Lakers? And the DJ was like, no, bro, I hit you up with this. And guess what? A nigga never told me what he had at the restaurant. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, the way y'all be doing me sometimes, I'm just gonna have to write Congress about it. You know what I'm talking about? I've been looking for that, bro. But he said it was a steak and a baked potato and broccoli and rice. DJ, that's eating your blood type. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't I just say we're supposed to have steak, potatoes, broccoli, and rice? You know what I'm talking about? DJ is eating his blood type, and that's why he built like Giannis. That's why he built like Giannis, y'all. You see, you can learn a thing or two from little bro. I'm trying to tell you right now. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I would like those pictures now. You know what I'm talking about? I don't just want to just take your word for it. You know, I got to see them pictures. I got to see proof. You know what I'm talking about? So, but that sounds fire though, man. Steak, baked potato, broccoli, rice. Damn, it's too late for me to get on the grill, man. I got to do some other things. But I'll go out there and grab me a T-bone out the Frigidaire out there, man, and take it in. But yeah, it's gonna take a while, and I ain't got that kind of time. Detroit God said pinto beans and hot water cornbread. Oh my God. Oof. Talk about a fight on your hands. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit God. Excuse me. He said, that's what's up, sis. I hope it was a ribeye. You know what I'm saying? Bandwagon said, I use avocado oil. Avocado fire, bro, especially in salads. Oh, man. Detroit God says, get you some chitlins, have some pig feet and some pig ears, and add some possum. Hey, man, you know what I'm talking about? To each his own. Get you some monkey brains and baboon spleen. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit said, you and DJ better eat some oatmeal. Oh, man, you know what I'm talking about? Mikey Alexander said, that's a pause. Get putting your heads together. Oh, man, wait a minute. Yay. Did I say that? Oh, hell no. Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold on now. You know what I'm saying? The bandwagon says drink lemon water with chia seeds every day. Let the chia sit in the water for hours, absorb the nutrients in it, and then drink it down. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get it all down in your throat. Oh, wait, pause. Yay. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I'm talking about? He says, damn, whatever that blood type is that's describing, you can't breathe. You can't breathe on the earth. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Yeah. And DJ said, yay. Wait a minute. Hold on now. You know what I'm saying? Mike Alexander said Lakers in 5. He laughing at Lakers in 5. Autism Boy said, what's good, DJ? Said, I'm knocking out some Mike Alexander said, I'm knocking out some brisket as type A. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, man, you know, dude. Hey, man, to each his own. You know, you got to kind of, you know, I guess a little bit of moderation wouldn't hurt anybody. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all should avoid stop signs and little kids with pacifiers, whatever that blood type is. Hey, man, oh, man, that's crazy. He said, damn, bro, I can't eat oranges. Yeah, nah, man, can't eat oranges. He said, I'm knocking out some catfish. I'm sorry. He said, Mike Alexander said, nah, eat some tangerines. You know what I'm saying? DG, we can eat tangerine. Well, I guess I guess citrus, period. You can't really have whatever the case may be, but you can always look it up and go into detail. You know what I'm talking about? He said, I think Autism Boy said, I think 100% apples and bananas are healthy in my opinion. They are healthy. But see, here's the thing, y'all. Even things that are touted as being healthy, it's not good for everybody. It's not good for everybody. It's touted as being healthy, but it's not good for everybody. See what I'm saying? So Detroit guy said, I could eat anything. Pause. Not that. Yay. Wait, hold on now. Oh, wait, that's a pause. Yay. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit guy said, I'm Micah. Feces ain't good for your diet either. Yeah, no, pause. Yay. It's not. He said, tofu, not poo-poo. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He said, what up, Autism Boy? Says Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5 says, doing okay, DJ. Lakers in 5? So, yes, at Lakers in 5. Amanda Rivera, LOL. Anyone should avoid eating horse meat. Horse meat is delicious, y'all. It's delicious. I'm not going to say go out there and get you some horse steaks. It's very expensive, but it is delicious. I have had it before. It's delicious. It's very, very rich. Very, very, very. But when you can get it tender, oh my goodness, it's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit guy said, you can't even have sex after midnight. Yeah, so they say, but I gets it in at 2 a.m. in the morning. I don't know about y'all, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Mike Alexander. Hey, Cottage 81. Are you also Mr. 81? Yeah, he's Mr. 81, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Amanda Rivera. Yeah, you're basically a gremlin. Hey, man, you know, that's how he does this. You know what I'm talking about? Autism Boy said, no, Micah. Oh, damn, I guess he is a different person. Amanda Rivera says, no eating pussy after midnight. I eat pussy any time of the day, Monday through Friday, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. You know what Anita Baker said? From beginning to end, 365 days of the year. It's just the same old love, baby. All I wanna do. I can't sing, yo. I can't sing right now. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't had my green tea yet. Detroit, LOL. Lakers of 5 says. You know what I'm talking about? He said, right, that's what we thought. DJ says, yo, big bro, what about shrimp? I love shrimp. Hey, you know what? I they're not on this list, but I do have a list in my house somewhere, bro, where we're supposed to avoid shrimp too, bro. I'm sorry. Or we're supposed to eat it I think it's either we avoid it or eat it in moderation. Now I know when I eat shrimp, if I eat a lot of it, or if I eat too much going over the recommended limit that I should be eating, according to my wife or whatever the case may be, I do have, you know, respiratory issues. So I think that has something to do with it, but I can't, but I'm gonna get that information to you, bro. But I think we should avoid shrimp or should eat less of it. He said horse meat is a slight pause. No, it's not. No, that's not a pause. That's not a pause. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Don't be offended. Anybody who think me saying horse meat is a pause, you got your mind in the gutter. You're looking in the wrong way. No. You're thinking about a dick. I'm not thinking about dick like, hey, listen, I'm old school. My mind don't just go to pause shit. You know what I mean? It'll always go to shit like that. I'll be trying to go there. But there is a word there. I think it's called mana. But there is a word for the meat of horses. The flesh of horses, there's a word for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm old school, man. I horse meat. When I say horse meat, I mean horse meat. I ain't talking about his anatomy. You know what I'm talking about? Just so y'all know, you know what I'm talking about. Detroit God says when we were in service over there in the Middle East, they ate donkey dog facts. You have to ask what you're eating. Hey, man, that is true. That's true. You know what I'm talking about? Technically, we're supposed to avoid bottom feeding. Hey, fact, that's true. And DJ said, damn it, I love shrimp. Hey, I love shrimp too. And I probably won't stop eating it. You know what I'm saying? I just can't let my wife see me doing it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, but I'm going to give that information to you so that you can, for sure, because me and DJ have the exact same blood type. You know what I'm talking about? So if DJ was out there, he wounded in the street, I could donate to him. He could donate to me because that's my goddamn little brother. You know what I'm talking about? That's how he does it. That's why he my little brother. I didn't even know it all this time. You know what I'm talking about? Still mad at your ass ain't send me that picture of that steak. Mad at you. But I'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? But the next time you do some shit like that, I want a picture immediately. I'm talking about before you cut it to the motherfucker. Hey, hold on. Let me send a picture to my big bro. You know what I'm talking about? Snap. Boom. Just like that. It don't take but 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay? Boom. And then let me do with the picture what I wilt. You know what I mean? Let me go out there and be like, oh, okay, look like he got parsley on there. He got some garlic on there. Okay, let me go out here and then try to replicate the steak myself. That's all I'm saying, little bro. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit said, I love some he said, I love some fried fish. I'm just like DJ, awesome lobster. Oh man, it's delicious. DJ said, I don't eat shrimp a lot, but I do like it on occasion. Me too, man. Me too. I think fried shrimp is not good. I think fried is not good, bro. But I don't think if it's sauteed or if it's baked. I mean, not baked. If it's like done in a wok pan with with olive oil, I think that it may be okay. You know what I'm talking about? Fried shrimp, DJ, lobster, scallion. That's good too. Mike, hey, how you doing? Mike Alexander, hey, so no blood type can eat shrimp. No. There's a blood. What was it? Was it type A? I'm not sure. But go back and refer to the show, y'all, and then you can get anything that you might have missed me saying. You can go back to the show and refer to the show and get it. Detroit said, "Hell yeah, bro." Lexington Farm said, "Hell yeah, bro." Detroit guy said, "Yes, bro." You know what I'm saying? Fried scallions, risotto is one of my favorite dishes. Oh, man. God damn, bro. Hey, y'all niggas making me hungry now. This is crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit God. Yeah, I love apples and apple cobbler. Yeah, absolutely. All right, y'all. We've now gone to 2-hour mark. I didn't know the show was going to go this long, but it was a very informative show. I hope you guys learned some things that you might not have known before. And if you did know it, I hope I reminded you. I hope you gave you a good reminder. This was a very good interactive show. I love interacting with the audience. You know what I'm saying? Asking questions, answering questions. I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep that up. Anybody that's type O blood, you know what I'm saying? You can always feel free to hit me up. DJ got my number. Hit me up so we can get into full details about our blood type. Listen, y'all, when you get a chance, do research on your blood type in detail. I didn't get a chance to do in detail. I just gave y'all the basis. But in detail, if you know your blood type, do full research on it and try to eat as close to your blood type as possible. Just give it a try and then tell me how it worked out for you. I'm telling you, I've done it and it's worked wonders for me. This is why I look the way I look at my age. This is why I sound the way I sound at my age. This is why I move the way I move at my age. And it ain't really got nothing to do with exercising. You know what I'm saying? It's what you eat. Do you know? I'm gonna leave y'all with this tidbit that a lot of people don't know. Do you know that health is 20%, is only 20% exercise, but 80% what you eat? Let me say that again. You can work your ass off all the way till the cows come home. Even the Bible says exercise profits a man little. You got the best body in the world, still die of a heart attack prematurely, still die of a stroke prematurely. The world, the science, God don't care how well you built. It's what you put inside your body. Are you living to eat? Or are you eating to live? Health is 20% exercise, 80% what you eat. Trust me, I don't give a fuck how many push-ups you can do, sit-ups you can do, pull-ups you can do. I don't care how much you can rack on a bench. I don't care how many calisthenics you can do, how many jumping jacks you can do, how many reverse rolls you could do, how many military presses you could do, or deadlifts you could do. I don't care about none of that. No matter how many duck crawls you can do. It's all contingent upon what you eat and how much you eat. What you put in your body is more important than working out your body. Working out your body has its importance, but putting into your body is of paramount importance. Here's how we know this. I know a whole bunch of swole crackheads. They look good on the outside, but they insides is fucked up. I know a whole bunch of people work out, but they drink liquor. That's not good. They smoke. That's not good. But they look good on the outside. That's good. Optimal performance and optimal health begins from the inside out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming up to the show. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. DJ said, "Oh, positive gang." You know what I'm saying? My gang is better than your gang. You know what I'm talking about? Please hit that like button. That subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, please go subscribe to Laker Girl 36, my little sister channel right now. Do it quickly. Please go subscribe to Lakers in 5 right now. I almost said LakersIn5.com. One day it is going to be LakersIn5.com. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Hint, hint, DJ, hint, hint. You know what I'm talking about? Please go subscribe to Lil Bro channel, Lil Sis channel. Go do it right now. I appreciate y'all for showing up, spending time with your big brother today, man. This is Mage, Big Mage, on behalf of the Major Level Mafia, man. Once again, I hope and pray that you guys took some information from this and you guys are going to take your health seriously, man. I want all my people to prosper. You know what I'm talking about? Peace and blessings to y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday. I'm out. Peace.
Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do,